know, anything goes.
I'm confessing to the statue of Steve Buscemi right now that I have never watched Boardwalk Empire. And I missed out. HBO always bringing it.
Any episode? Have you watched any of the episodes of Boardwalk Empire? Just one?
Brother, you and I both know that if I watched one episode, I would have never stopped.
Dude, you kind of have...
You won't stop.
You have the class and style of Boardwalk Empire. Like, you wear some of the clothes, and you don't even know it. You're like, it's closing day. I'm dressing up like...
Come on, give me a name from that show. Give me one.
I was going to go with a generic, iconic character from stories. Read all about it. Extra, extra.
Oh,
it was kind of a clown. Just a fun. Actually, it was a play on the hat.
It is.
You like what?
What do we even call those hats?
Yeah, we call them Kangol hats, but that's not really what they are. That's just who makes those hats.
That's who made the ones that I grew up around. None of my contemporaries wore any of those. They were always uncles. It was always the older uncle that had the Kangol hats, and you could wear them frontwards, backwards. Even Michael Jordan was big on those hats for a long time. But I still don't know what they're called.
I tried them. I couldn't pull it off. I actually got compliments when I wore the hat. I wore it in one of your establishments where you run the karaoke like crazy, And I've seen you in skinnies. We may have even done one in skinnies together, and I wore one there. And that night, people were like, "Dude, nice hat. You're so," and they're like, "You're so cool." So
why did you wear that hat that night? Let's start with that.
I bought two of them, You bought
them yourself?
Oh, yeah. I bought a white one and a black one, and they were both kind of like wicker-ish,
Wow.
Or like linen-y, and I wore them with like a linen shirt that matched. So,
was the confidence immediate when you put it on? You're like, this works right now. Or was it kind of like, we'll see how it goes?
It was like, this looks really good. I know I can pull this off. But for some, maybe I think I'm not a hat guy, and that's why I didn't keep doing it. Or maybe somebody, you know what? Somebody stole the white one from a party. I wore it at a party at my own house, and that hat disappeared.
It was that nice. People were tired of the attention that you were getting.
That's probably it. I want to apologize for comparing you to a newspaper rep.
I'm okay with that.
A paper boy or whatever. No, because your style on closing day and just in general, it's Boardwalk Empire-ish in the great way. Yeah.
Listen, we're not going to diminish our newspaper deliverers out here. They're good people. They're fine people. And they're capable of looking good and svelte. And back then, you couldn't just come outside looking kind of way, And my hat journey began when I was selling cars. I'll never forget this day. And for everybody out there that has a mother like mine, give me a story, okay? Because it was a day that was not too different from what we're dealing with today. There's going to be absolutely no sun in the air, maybe a little drizzle, forecast kind of gloomy. And I'm out on the lot waiting for a customer to come, and I see a car that looks like my mother's. She rolled up to me that day, and she produced three things from her car to give to me. First was some lip balm. Mama does not like her son going out into the world looking ashy in any way.
Chapped, too. Sounds terrible.
I got the Carmex. She gave me one of those little travel size of lotions. Okay, also to let me know, don't let me catch you out here looking all beige and stuff. Oof. Because you didn't moisturize correctly. And the third thing she produced on that day.
Nice way to say it is beige, but
you like that?
Yeah.
And the last thing she produced was the hat of the style that we are talking about. I had never worn one.
Really?
Never wanted one.
Huh.
They came into my life accidentally. And the one that she gave me was beautiful because it was a convertible version. I was wearing it yesterday. And what happens is you can take it off.
Oh, man. And I know where you're going.
Ear covers.
Dude, I love those hats.
Come down.
Yeah. I gave you a hat like that, too, once.
A lot. Well, You're finishing my story, because what happened was, after that one hat, it became associated with Chris Glenn, because nobody else at the dealership was wearing them.
Bro, yeah.
Nobody was really fooling with them. And then all of a sudden, hey, that's a cheap gift I can get for Chris for Christmas or his birthday, and spend $15, give him something, add to the style. And now I got about 6 of those type of hats, but I've never bought one in my entire life.
Wow.
And and then it devolved into the kind of top hat situation. You know, I've got a couple of I don't even know what those are called.
Okay. Like a derby? Like those kind of hats, like you buy it for prom?
Yeah, but we're not talking Pharrell Williams Arby logo.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, no. We're talking like
it's sexy.
Steve Buscemi. Boardwalk Empire. Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
I wore a hat like that to my junior year prom, and somebody ended up taking that hat too. So we drove to Kansas City to buy hats like that. That's how sweet me and my friend Bo were. We're cool ass dudes. But, you know, I think hats are it's just, you know, it hasn't been my thing. And I have a story too, you know.
Okay.
But the hat that I gave you with the earmuffs, it was like a black hat with a bill on it. And my head just made it want to burst. You know, so I thought, well, I didn't give it I think I gave it to you the day maybe we were out there like wrapping scarves around trees on the Capitol, maybe. I don't. It was in the bag of stuff that I was leaving. And I was like, you should have this, bro. This fits you.
It all makes sense. So just as a quick aside, you do have one of the most spherical heads of anybody I've ever met. I mean, I'm not just my friend group. Maybe in the world. When you it's a thing of beauty. Most people got the oblong Lego head going on.
It's weird to me.
He has got. I mean, you could dribble this thing.
I thought that you would say square, and I feel really warm that you're saying that my head is like the sun. It's a sphere. It's golden.
Yes.
Inside.
Absolutely. And if I had a salad like that flowing off the top of my dome, I probably wouldn't mess it up with a hat either.
I never want to ask hat guys if that's why they're hat guys, you know?
Right.
Like the salad is rotten, whatever you want to call it. Like it's a few days old, you know? And that's part of the reason why I can't put a hat on this. And that's what I should have told my mom back in 6th grade. Okay?
Uh-oh.
So I sweat too, you know.
We've talked about
a lot. You know, we're bringing a lot of jerseys to the
He's
court.
very dry right now.
I come home from basketball practice. I go downstairs into the apartment building. You know, I got dropped off. I walk down the hallway, second door on the right, open the door. I'm happy. We just practiced, man. It was fun. I'm super sweaty. Come inside. My mom is awake. Never awake. You know, she's worked nights. She gets up when the food is ready. She's cooking right there in the kitchen. She turns to the left and she sees me and she is enraged. Enraged because I don't have my hat in my hand. I don't have a hat on my head. And she just went Filipino nuts right then. I heard booking something. I started running, dude. Not very far. It's a 1-bedroom apartment, dude. I ran 2 feet this way, and then I took a left down to the bathroom. I went in the bathroom. She's coming, and I shut the door, and I barricaded it like this. Wow. She burst through the door, dude. Wow. I couldn't even stop her. Wow. I fell down underneath the bathroom countertop, and she started beating me with her slipper and just yelling about hats. And I don't like hats, man. That was it. Yeah. She's like, you're going to get sick. Don't wear your hat. Wear your hat.
Wow.
I don't like hats. Wow. I do like them, but they mess up the hair, you know? I mean, you can't come back from that after you wear the hat that day. You look the same. You take your hat off, you look the same, you know? And it was a great same. It's a beautiful same.
I told you guys, we both have mothers that care very deeply about how we present ourselves to the world and about how we protect ourselves from colds. And, you know,
that's how we got here.
To every mother watching this right now who happens to be over 50 years old, I want to let you in on a secret. Maybe you've heard this. Maybe you haven't. Being cold does not actually cause a cold. I know. Controversial stuff. It's in the name. Cold.
Yeah.
It's because you're cold.
Yeah.
Turns out That ain't it. But us, my mom, still to this day are the ones that they catch your son going 9 feet from the car to the door. How come you don't have a hat on that boy?
I know that to be true too. I was still worried about it yesterday, man. I was moving stuff. I had a flannel on. I got a little sweaty. I was at home, went right inside, took off the shirt. I was like, you know what? I think I want to get my insides warm. Drank some tea just in case, took like a zinc lozenge because everybody's sick, right?
It is
knock on wood. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. I'm having a good year so far.
Okay.
I'm sticking with it.
You're not going to do
what everybody thinks I'm going to do right now. So let's talk about some real estate, a real estate question that we were pondering this morning with our group.
And honestly, it really does kind of segue with the whole hat topic because half of being perceived as having a good ensemble, whether it's hat or the whole thing, is you've got to own it, right? Half of it is walking into a room and not and knowing that you got it going on, even when maybe you don't. And sometimes when it comes to how we present our households, there's people who do things kind of halfway, insecurely. I think I like it wishy-washy. And then there's some people that go all in on certain decors. Yeah. And sometimes it can make what people traditionally say is the wrong option actually look pretty good when you put it all together and you stick your chest out and say, that's my kitchen and I love it.
I'm with you there. That makes a lot of sense, and all of us at the same time, we're balancing budget with what we should do, what we want to do. We have a lot of visions. See most of the things you see on Pinterest, don't come with the price tag. It's not like ding, 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 little price bursts all over the photo. How much does that stuff cost? So what started our conversation this morning is I have a builder guy that I work with who bought a duplex that I sold him with the idea of remodeling.
It's a half of a duplex.
Yeah, that's right. And, and I'm involved more than I usually am because a lot of times when somebody's remodeling something, maybe I'm not the one that was selling it. Like I didn't have it listed and then also brought them in as the buyer and explained to them how they can make a profit. And then when they're going through this remodeling process, I'm also involved in like helping pick things and decide what we do and what we don't do because you can do everything. You can make every piece of wood in there white and you can make every appliance in there stainless and every piece of metal, change it from, antique brass to brushed nickel. But every piece of that takes money. So this morning we're to the end. He got a great deal on some Taj Mahal quartzite, which I believe is just like a great type of granite. It's beautiful. And the kitchen looks great. The question is, there's a white refrigerator and there's a white dishwasher and then there's no stove. So do you put all stainless package in there for like $4,000? Or do you just buy a white stove and then hope that everything else that you did was grand enough for people to pay the top dollar price and feel good about it, And in a market like this, where there's not a plethora of homes to buy that are in great shape, maybe you get by with it, but maybe you don't. Maybe the question is, getting by with it, is that worse than spending a little bit more money and going the full 9 or whatever you want to call it and getting the stainless and getting the most money? You will get the most money.
So, guys, what we're talking about here is, do we follow what the current trends are, right? What the people on TV are saying you got to do. When we're on HGTV and we see the flipper flops or listed or love it and all this stuff, we see this and what are we talking? 100% at a time right now?
Yeah.
Hell, 100% of the time for the past 5 years. Every time they do a remodel, it's stainless.
Stainless.
And what are they getting rid of? Black and white appliances that no matter how well they've been maintained, no matter how spotless the interior of that oven is, no matter how little UV rays turn that white into a funky yellow color, it still takes you to a different time, in my opinion.
They look old.
It's
because they look old, right?
Even if from the time.
Even if they're brand new, if you just bought them yesterday, half the people at least still think they're old. It, like you said, it takes you to another time. You're thinking, wow, they should have chose stainless, even if all the stuff is brand new.
I don't know. And the other thing, guys, if you didn't know, this is a big deal. If you're going to get into the flipping game, if you're going to be a remodeler, you've got to find ways to look the part without having to pay the part, right? We've all been there when it comes to fashion, right? How do we go to that Dillard's, J.C. Penney, mid-level, Macy's, and feel like we are shopping at the next? I don't even know.
I don't even know what the next level is. I know it exists. Please tell me where they call it. To go next.
Marcus, I don't know, right? And that's something we've always tried to do, is maximize the effect that we have on everybody else without going broke, right? And one of the things that Luke and I have been discussing is, we have a few stores that offer dent and ding appliances.
Yeah.
So these are appliances that maybe the manufacturer had something happen where a box load or a truckload got damaged, and they sell these cosmetically damaged units.
Yeah, damaged like this for sure, because there's different people in this world. My whole life is damaged. Really? It gives it more character.
Yes, it does.
It makes me happier even. It makes me feel like I don't have to keep it perfect. You think? You think if it's already dinged, then it maybe it lowers your anxiety level even?
I mean, a little bit, especially if it's on the sides where nobody can see, but
we're in the spin zone right now. I'm spinning it.
Absolutely. Okay. And it's getting all over me. But what I can tell you is I've used these type of places. They're probably everywhere, no matter where you're listening to this at. And they're worth looking into, because he's assuming that making these purchases is going to cost, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And he will probably be able to sell the outgoing appliances for nothing.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants them.
Save them. And what I said, that's what I asked him. I said, what are you going to do with the fridge when you pull it? It's a nice white fridge, dude. This thing in your garage, that thing is screaming luxury.
It's a perfect garage fridge.
He's like, oh, I'll just take it and I'll put it in a rental. And that's the thing. You take the stuff out, you save it. I said, where are you going to save it though? Like, I'm out of room, dude. I can't save appliances anymore. You can't sell them, so you got to store them, I
mean, you can sell them. Yes. There is a lower market of people
bottom dollar
who just need something to get them by. They just rented a house. The landlord said it don't come with nothing.
Yeah.
So if you want a fridge, then go spend you $100.
Yeah.
And go get you a fridge.
$100. Yeah.
See? You can. That's about what those are worth right now.
Yeah.
In my perusing of the secondhand market, and boy, do I surf that secondhand market, guys. But
so I have a little fortune here. I just pulled it out of my phone. It says, "Lose the small ones, but win the big ones." I don't even look at this for it. I pulled my phone out of the case. Maybe it applies right now. I tend to think stuff like that happens for a reason. And okay, take the hit, spend the money on the appliances, because you're going to win the big one. You're gonna get the big payoff if you spend a little bit of money to take you to the next level. It's worth it. Thank you, Panda Express. Thank you, Panda Express.
And guys, here's what he's struggling with, truthfully. Let's get down to it. He's got an investor that has decided to involve him in the decision-making process. If Luke wants this to be something that they do every year, he feels like he wants to hit a grand slam. He doesn't want to just get this guy home. He wants to maximize his portion of this deal, so that way he looks great when it's done, and the guy can't wait to do it again.
Yeah.
But the way I look at this is this. If he buys the stainless steel and the house doesn't sell fast enough or for enough money, are we going to look back and say, I knew we should have stuck with the white appliances?
That's a good point.
But do the reverse in your head. If we leave the white ones, that's going to be lingering there. And it's going to be hard to be secure about the outfit.
Yeah.
Because privately, you're going to be reaching out to some of the agents saying, what did they say about the appliances? Did they? I know you. You're going to ask.
We were even thinking of like some kind of cobbled together offering of stainless steel appliances. Like put it out with the white, say with the full price offer, you get stainless. But the problem is then it's not in the pictures and you really want it in the pictures. I was going to make a call, see if I could Photoshop it in as an offering. But the thing is, like, why do that? Like you said, no, are we going to, after we sell it, are we going to look back and say, should we have just kept the white in there? The only way we would is if it's sold in the first minute and we're like, dang, would it have sold without spending the extra money on the appliances?
Bingo.
But if it takes any amount of time at all, then we also would have known that the white appliances would have made it take even longer. And when we're dancing around Christmas like this, I don't think we want to mess around with wrapping the presents in aluminum foil. Wait, that's a very confusing metaphor there. Yeah. Now they're wrapped in newspaper. We do want to wrap them in aluminum foil. Tough. I think we decided what should be done for all people in this world.
Yeah, and if you can get a deal, here's the great thing that I like about the place that I was discussing is they offer a 10-year warranty on their stuff. So you get a 1 year all inclusive. You don't pay nothing. If it's wrong, we'll take care of it. But then 9 years after, you still get something to where maybe you pay for a part, but if the part's on hand, they do it. It's a like I said, we're not getting any money from this company yet, so we won't be promoting them here today because we are a worldwide podcast, and how would you even find them anyway?
But let's go the other way. Are they sure they're not just giving you that warranty because you're on Hanging with the Homeboys?
I am 100%. Well, I've been dealing with it for a few years.
We'll spin that to them. See if we want to advertise for them.
Now you're talking. Make it 20 year, and then we got a deal.
So I also wanted to ask you about something else, and that was, you have a great deal of expertise in this area. You probably have an opinion that others don't understand even.
Oh boy.
That is the 4K version on YouTube of Last Christmas by Wham. How do you feel about it? I love it. I wake up to it every morning because our 9-year-old is playing it on her Alexa upstairs. And wow, you know what I'm talking about.
So I want you emphasize the 4K version of that video.
It's digitally remastered.
Is that really what brings the magic to you? Or be honest, that song could be playing out of the back of a toilet and we're going to take a little bit longer on the commode that day. I mean, come on.
That sounds like a great toilet. That's a really nice Wham bidet. We should, maybe. I like the song. I do. And I heard it, maybe 20, 30 times before I actually saw it on the screen. And then when I saw it on the screen, that was it, dude. To me, it is the last Christmas song. It's the last one. There's no others.
As in, are you saying right here, that's the greatest Christmas song?
I can't believe I'm doing this, but yes.
Okay. All right. So
he gave him his heart.
I'm gonna be his heart. Listen.
Whoever.
The answer, you're probably right, man.
Really?
No. I mean, just objectively, you are probably right. And here's why. What they were able to do is they're giving you the song of the season, which is important. I mean, it's got the bells and stuff going on. I mean, that's Christmas right there, right? Just spot on. But what's the other songs that always shoot right up the chart that everybody cares about? Love songs. Songs about freaking love.
Very good point.
And we took the emphasis off Santa. We took the emphasis off a reindeer.
No gifts.
We even took the emphasis off of grandma. And we put it back on what matters. When you wake up in the morning and you're single and you just hope to God that somebody sent you some kind of a text to let you know that they love you.
Wow.
Love.
Yeah.
They bring them both together. And George Michael, God rest his soul. Huge George Michael fan right here. Okay. I think he's incredible. He was an icon and he will always be an icon. So yes, I'll sum it up like this. If that song came on and I'm riding down the street in the car with somebody and they even gestured as if they were going to reach towards the radio and change the station or do anything other than turn it up,
Yeah.
We might have to stop the car, highway, street, alley, or otherwise, and kick that person out of the vehicle.
Wow.
It's that serious. You do not ever change Last Christmas.
I'm really happy about this. I thought I might have to convince you, because we were having a kid Christmas event here at the office. We were planning for it last week, and I think I might have played Last Christmas, but not with the video.
No. That wasn't your mistake.
It wasn't on the screen.
That was not your mistake.
Yeah,
sir, don't do this.
But it was for children.
No. His mistake was that he picked some playlist of great value singers who were asked to do some of the standard Christmas songs, and it was not Wham singing it.
Yeah,
and damn it, even when Taylor Swift decided to redo Last Christmas, and I liked it.
She did. I didn't know that.
That happened probably 10 years ago, maybe closer to 12. We have to have a producer look that up. But no, that happened. It came and went. There's a reason why it's not stuck in your heart or your head, because it ain't the original. But that great value stuff you had playing in there, I said, this, once the day comes that we're doing Christmas, this can't happen. If I hear Last Christmas, I better hear George Michael singing from his grave.
That makes sense. Yeah. I was thinking you just wanted Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
No.
Well, actually, I thought you had something against that song, and now I'm feeling a lot better about this whole thing.
No,
this is
just
great.
give me the real thing. Don't give me the fake cheese. Give me the real
the
stuff.
Ariana Grande song. I don't even know what that is.
I was about to say, what does she know?
She has one.
A Christmas song?
Yeah, dude. No. What is it? It may also be a Christmas love song. Neil, can you hook it up right now? Just let us know what it's. Yeah, it's an original. It's an original Christmas song. And then Mariah Carey, she has a Christmas song.
And that's why we need to stop. That's why we need a timeout right now.
Okay.
Because the only song that could rival or eclipse Last Christmas, for me, is All I Want for Christmas Is You. That song.
See? Okay. Yeah.
That song. That's enough. I mean, you're not getting just dropped off of the car or pushed out. We're fighting first.
It's prime Mariah.
You're fighting first.
Yeah, I agree.
In the time of our lives, you were probably 16-ish, 15-ish.
Yeah.
Still kind of having that childhood Christmas spirit. Still kind of dependent on your parents to hook it up with the big gift. We hadn't really taken life in our own hands yet. And I, around that same time, was probably 11 or 12. And
I might have wanted somebody for Christmas at that point. I probably did.
Oh, brother, I've had a crush on a girl every year of my life since I was in first grade.
Me too. Kindergarten. Amber, where are you? Where are you, Amber?
I'm not going to start naming my crushes because a few of them are probably watching and a few of them we're still in contact today.
Ironically, everybody calls Amanda Amber. My wife's name is Amanda, and she gets called Amber all the time. Could it be?
You did that.
Could it be?
You did that. Sir.
Neil, did you look up that song, the Ariana Grande Christmas song?
It's not real.
Did you find it?
It's not real, is it?
It's called Santa Tell Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, do you know this song?
No. Because it's not.
Oh my gosh. We're
came out 10 years ago.
We'll watch and listen to it before the next episode, and we'll get back to you guys.
And when did Taylor Swift do Last Christmas, Mr. Producer Man? Let's just get that out there.
I've only been a Swiftie for about 87 months, so that's probably before my time.
2007, so it was 16 years ago.
Way before my time. And then at that time, it was probably more country when she did it because she was more of a country-ish artist then.
She was already kind of transitioning to pop.
Okay.
She didn't bring out the twang too much, but honestly,
I like the twang.
There's a guitar. There's got to be an acoustic guitar in that song. It just has to be, you know.
The picture with that song is her with an acoustic.
Makes sense.
All of her pictures back then. That was her thing. God bless Taylor Swift. But no, I'm not taking back Wham's Last Christmas quite yet, but there's something special about All I Want for. I mean, there's a reason why it's like the number one music. You know?
I'm going to watch all three of these videos today. And in this world, guys, I hope you're watching music. You know, YouTube, like you have to marry somebody 10 years younger than you, like I did, and then learn that videos exist again. They're on YouTube. You can watch them all the time.
They're still making them now. That's the killer. I know MTV's not showing them.
Yeah.
But on MTV 9, they do still show it.
There's no shows on that one.
Yeah.
It's actually music.
It's actually
the music video, man.
Oh, people don't get it.
I probably went 10 to 15 years without watching any music videos because I thought MTV was all shows and VH1 was all shows And
That's
they're
fair.
all reality shows, and that's okay. People like those. I did watch music videos, and I watched The Grind on MTV. You remember The Grind? Yeah, that was good. But music videos, I just stopped and then realized, wow, we can put YouTube on our TVs, and our TVs are connected to our speakers, and we can have a Friday night dance party with our 5-year-old.
Listen,
you know?
and listen, he's not joking at all, folks. When I go hang out at his house, it is nothing for one or more TVs to be randomly playing a playlist of music videos. And you know what? I kind of like it. I like it a lot, in fact.
Merry Christmas.
Sometimes you might see some new stuff, and sometimes we might go right back and you might see Nelly on the screen.
Okay.
You don't know.
What do you want for Christmas? And one gift that you want for Christmas. Like you guys could buy it for each other together. You know, you could buy it for the family. Somebody could give it to you. That, you know, is it a golden egg? Is that what the goose lays or something? No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would take a golden
man,
egg.
you're gonna have to start on this one because I am a very spoiled individual who, on one hand, doesn't want very much, but on the other hand, anything I want, I just kind of get.
Right now, we want something to enhance what we're talking about right here. You know, and you were just at our house doing Christmas karaoke at our company Christmas party last Friday.
Which was a hoot.
Dude, that was the best company Christmas party we've ever had, in my opinion.
Wow.
Maybe because it was at my house and I was, you know, I think everybody was having fun, right?
Absolutely.
You know, but the activities, everybody was into everything. You know, we actually partied later than I wanted to before, but at the time, the perfect lateness. But the sound, you know, like I just need some Yamaha in my life. You know,
Wow.
Our sound bar is an LG from like 7 years ago. I think the subwoofer's blown.
Okay.
You know, and we're not having a big Christmas, but I think that we just want to combine our gifts and get us like a surround system with a nice subwoofer to just fill up the house with YouTube video sound waves. You know what I'm saying?
So, Luke, this is a big distinguisher between folks from our generation and the younger generation. They don't quite understand how important sound fidelity really is and was. Oh, my gosh. Between the going from records to tapes to CDs, and people don't know that. Yeah, they're like, people are probably watching you and saying like, brother, you can just get some Bluetooth. You can get just throw more Bluetooth speakers around now. Guys, there is a fidelity, there is a loss of musical clarity that occurs when you try to transport sound waves through Bluetooth. It's just that you're going to lose some. You're literally going back to listening to a tape by that point.
We need to go through that copper.
Hard
wiring,
wiring, guys.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Bluetooth can't solve every problem. I know you just want it to be louder. No, we want it to be clearer.
Oh, yes.
We want to feel that bass line.
Make some adjustments. Get on the EQ.
They don't know about that, Lukey.
I'm okay with pushing
They
the
don't know
rock
about
button
that.
or the hip hop button or the classic button. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that too.
Sure.
You know, just some adjustments.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
Look into it, guys. Check it out on YouTube. There's still people that are into it. We like to feel our music. That's all. I think that's an awesome gift. And if I could give our home a gift, I mean, I don't really. I have a room that was vacated by my oldest daughter.
Dang, but that's beautiful.
And I haven't really done anything with it. And if I was going to spend some time and spend a couple dollars, I think we would make that room in the basement like a music room. I've got a drum set. I've got a keyboard down there. My son's into music.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to make a recording studio or anything like that, but I think it'd be slick. I got another daughter that's musically inclined, and the room's just kind of not doing anything right now. So that would
That's a great way to bring it back to life. Yeah. You know, pump some sound waves through there, some vibrations.
Just get
everybody back down in there having fun. And that's in the basement, right?
It's in the basement.
Yeah, so it's going to liven up your living room area down there. You got a little kitchen down. You could just you just have a party suite.
That's the idea, man. And we don't have a purpose for that room. That room is probably the biggest room in our house besides our room. And
it's time.
Just
lounging down there in some beanbag chairs.
Yeah,
you might as well get a futon. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, you got it right. There's literally
iconic furniture.
There's a couple of folding chairs in there right now. It's bad. It's bad. Okay. And also want to upgrade our Our laundry room, especially after Oh yeah, we'll talk about this in another episode, but we're finally finished with the Airbnb short-term rental renovation. It is so sexy. Next time we'll chat about that. Maybe we can even get you some pictures or something up because that laundry room alone. Talk about stuffing a $500,000 piece of something in a $200,000 place. We definitely did that there, but we're in love with it. So, man, wow.
Yeah. Well, we did a lot of stuff today. You know, we talked a little real estate. We talked a little Christmas. We appreciate you guys coming and spending time with us at Hanging with the
Homeboys.
We're at home with you guys.
That's right.
We want you to keep coming back. Spend this holiday with us and the next one.
That's right. Like, share, comment below. Other than that, we'll see you on the next one.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.